A brand new campaign for Axis operations in 1945. This is going to be the historical route. I am finished with the AO44 and I plan to do the 45 at some point and get it in queue, but right for the Spanish Civil War through the end of the series that I'm presently running on YouTube. We're in 41 at present, so it's going to be a while until that core group comes through or comes out. Until then, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't use a different group that is completely unrelated. In fact, I played this first scenario through just sort of messing around, and then I was going to do a series and ran into some upgrade issues. And with the SU-152, I'm not sure what to do. I'm going to turn what was the SU-152 into a 21 centimeter. So I'm going to give myself some extra points. The denied artillery trait specifically to turn the 152 into the 21 centimeter. For whatever reason, an ammunition point was removed from the unit, and I have overrun on it, and have +3 awards and whatnot, and now it's either essentially useless or I just give myself. I always do this, and will not do that though. It's essentially useless. I can shelve it or forcibly convert it into how it was meant to be or was playing prior to the -1 ammunition nerf. So that's what I'll do. Let's choose 1945 actually, and we'll put all of those in the same. Okay, I think everything is good there. Let's do that. That's the group there. We'll do a historical campaign. It's a fairly straightforward mission. It's a little clogged. There's a lot of refugees and whatnot fleeing the war, but you move up quickly. You can close it out before 10 turns go by, I'm sure. I've done it twice so far. I plan to do it again right now. Let's see. We'll take slow modernization. I shouldn't have to upgrade that 152. I have half a mind, but I will do it. It's no big deal. So we have denied artillery for everything but that SU-152 upgrade. So that's going to be the only artillery that I can create. Other than that, everything should be good going forward. Force concentration, I'm going to limit 4 heroes to either units with name heroes like a Galland or a Bar. And that's essentially that. Everything else is going to be limited to the 3. We'll have perimeter control, and what else? We'll have 2 points left. We could have industry connections. We could also have anti-air veteran. That probably sounds like as good an idea as not. Anti-air veteran sounds actually like a really good idea. So let's do that. The briefing is going to detail that Budapest is being encircled, about to be sieged. It's the last some sort of resistance hub or whatnot, and we need to get the heck out of this area. That's essentially the size of it. Fast deployment, boom. That's exactly what I need. It's the good news. I was thinking about actually giving myself one for the 21 so that it would effectively replace this 152, which... Can I upgrade it now to... I can't. I think I can... This is the issue. I think you have to turn it into a German unit, and then you can upgrade the German unit. You can't do that either. I think in the middle of the scenario it is actually upgradable, but not right now. I can't upgrade to any artillery from the... I think this one was upgradable to artillery, and it is upgradable, and I have really no idea whatsoever as to why. Perhaps it's that there are too many slots. Let's put these in reserve there and see if that's the reason. It's not, though. The Su-152 is not upgradable to an artillery piece, but you should be. But you're not either. But you are. That's the exact same thing that happened. And then I was able to upgrade the 152 in the middle of the scenario to a unit, to an artillery piece. Because theoretically it has steamroller already. So let's just leave this unit at home and then we'll upgrade it maybe in the middle of the scenario. Until then, I'm just gonna try to figure out what's going on here. This unit, it has over a steamroller as well. The problem is it doesn't really move all that far because it has the overrun hero, and then it has ignores entrenchment as well. I suppose I could lose the lightning attack and then grab some movement here from, say, Allerberger. Low profile, famous. That sounds reasonable. I could put the... I think I'm just going to do a full deployment episode here because these units, as Army, has not been seen other than just internal messing around with this. So let's figure out what we're looking at, and then we'll see about going forward and doing the episode, the combat in the next episode. So here we have, I believe he has steamroller as well, but very, very slot heavy. I don't think I have any 0 slots. No, I don't have any. And I think my reduced slots are essentially none as well. So I'd like to run a Pioneer and that blue infantry. If I put the 0 slot hero on this Pioneer, I won't need the ignores entrenchment on the blue infantry. But what will his defensive characteristics be? Close defense of 10, ground defense of 8. So he has +2 close defense and +2 ground defense. So with the ground defense +2 that I got from somewhere along the line, theoretically he'll be as good in the close as a, well, as a non plus whatnot close defense Pioneer, which is not bad, I guess. Would I rather have at some point this +3 actionable in another 124 or whatnot combats? He'll have +3. I put him at 13. He'll never be at 13. He'll always be at 10. But again, I'll have an ignores entrenchment that I can place on another unit elsewhere. I won't have rapid fire. Then again, maybe I won't care either. So, as we don't have aggressive deployment, this unit is not really going anywhere very quickly. We'll save our ignores entrenchment and our overrun. And all of these guys, we're just going to shelve this unit and not worry about running it. What we will do is, this is the Pioneer 43, right? We need to lose that. We'll put the 0 slot hero here. And I believe we can put another hero, Allerberger, or this fellow, see here. Precise weapon, unyielding, low profile. That sounds better. That sounds better, low profile, as this fellow will move, will get famous as well. Precise. +2 initiative, I see. 20% accuracy. Cannot be suppressed by enemy fire. That cannot be actually so good. So you just stand there and just take it and then take it again and take it again. You can find yourself down to like 2 strength at some point. So maybe we'll do this so he will retreat out of the combat zone, because he has quite a bit of movement. He can probably move quite some ways and still survive, which would be the point. So let's put him out there. And so now we need to save perhaps 2 upgrades, I think, because I don't think, if my understanding of this funky workaround is correct, I don't think I can upgrade this 152 no matter what I do into a German artillery unit or an artillery of any kind. I think I have to turn it into a German anti-tank unit, and then I can turn it into a German artillery piece, which would be the goal. Either that or just leave it as a 3-shot 152 with limited parts, which I'm not overly enthusiastic about. So how many slots do we have? We have a bunch of slots. So we can have 1 upgrade at present, because we need to save 2 for that effort. What are you, Panther G? Why don't we upgrade you to a Panther 2? And let's see, so what is this tank about? 3, 3, and 1. So theoretically we'd want to have the +2 ground defense out there. I think quite a few should be, but this one is +2 ground. That one is just simply survivor. Why we have... Okay, so let's... So this is +2 ground. There should be more +2 ground defense available. This one is good. And then how about you? +2 ground there as well. +2 ground there as well. And this one is not so much so. Tigers don't move as far as Panthers. Maybe that Panther 2. That's the one we upgraded already. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll undo that upgrade. And we'll undo that upgrade there, right? It's still a Panther 2. Okay, so we want to save 2 upgrades because of that funky bug whatnot. So we do not want this guy as a Panther 2. But we want to salvage his heroes and put him in storage until we can work through this bug anomaly. +1 ground defense, not bad. We're going to have him as a G, +1 or not. This unit, +2 ground. So who are his heroes? That looks really good at present, other than maybe we're going to take this hero here. Not maybe, but we will. And we're going to place him on this unit. We'll lose the crippling blow. And we'll go with the no supply. That means he can go off wherever he pleases, whenever and however, and generally support and advance. Like if I were to have a smaller battle group here, he could run up. Let's paint him de Gaulle, no supply white there. He could run up and the entire group could exert itself or almost run out of ammo, take damage and whatnot, having fought various battles, and then become encircled, and then that could be very, very bad for said battle group. But this guy will always resupply, so he'll always get more ammunition. Will always, all the suppression will immediately leave at the beginning of his turn, so he'll be much more fresh and able to break said encirclement, or at least hypothesized encirclement, than otherwise not. So that's the plan. We're going to have a smaller battle group just proceed up in this direction with this guy, allaying any fears that I might have of any sort of encirclement or complete loss of the group. So we'll go here as well. We'll put a, what is this, a warble wind there. A warble wind there as well. Let's tone this down to, we have prudent there. I have 5 prudent heroes in this playthrough. This is strange. I have so many that I have one. I stumbled on a fairly potent strategy. I put one on a 109 PR, a recon plane, and essentially the thing is undownable. It has nearly 5,000 experience, and these guys will chase it down. It's like the bunker busting in the Spanish Civil War scenario, where your AI cavalry always attack those bunkers but never really can do anything. The same thing ends up happening to the AI's air against this recon vehicle. So it's perfect in that you want to send it out. It's a recon vehicle deep into enemy territory. The enemy will obviously see it and take exception to it. The problem is the enemy never really can do much of anything about it. So it negates maybe 3 or 4, at best 6 enemy fighter planes in any given turn, under any given circumstance. So let's see what happens here. We can go here for, I think we can go here. This is a, let's see here, fast rebase. Why we have first strike, I'm not really sure. The fast rebase, so if it's forcibly displaced, it will make no difference whatsoever, as it will be able to carry on next turn with its activities as though it were just normally based there. So, crippling blow sounds like a really good idea for this unit. That should work as in any given circumstance, under a great many circumstances. So double attack, entrenchment 4, and butcher will lose butcher. I wonder what happens here. We have double attack, and let's lose the heroes. We're not going to, on units, we're not going to be involved in the combat. Aiming assistance prudent. Aiming assistance prudent. So I'm going to paint these guys camel green there for aiming assistance. That's quite a useful hero. So this unit here is a Panther G, and we'll lose double attack. We'll not have that. First strike is, I suppose, not bad. Let's see what else. I'm going to clean these heroes out, as I don't really recall exactly what was going on. This is the one we're going to place. This one will lose those heroes, and there. What is that? We'll lose that. So there's let's lose that as well. Awards, none. Steamroller. Okay, so they're now claws, tank killer, lethal. That's just good as it is. What's your story? Why he's painted burning red, I don't know. Anti-tank support, anti-tank support. Double attack. We're gonna place this unit on the field. These guys here, let's see, no heroes. No heroes, no heroes. So that's all the heroes. We have all the heroes that can be placed are in the available database. Panther G, +2 ground defenses, put him out there. We have heroes. Let's see, this is a name hero, so we can have 4 heroes there. Distraction, resilient, not a lot going on there relative to leverage. Lightning attack already. How about you? Double move, first strike. Double move, first strike. First strike is decent for defensive. I think the jet fighters are probably have a lot more business attacking than this unit does at this point. Air attack of 12. So maybe at first strike he's going to take a lot of damage in return. So maybe we can replace that with readiness and save the first strike for some other offensively oriented air combatant or ground combatant. But this double move will allow him to go someplace and then rebase after he takes his action, or attack something or whatnot and then move adjacent to fighter cover. So we'll leave him there. You hit and run sounds reasonable. Take less damage in return, although he has +4 initiative. That probably means the hit and run will almost always work, which works. Okay, so let's place them here as well. We'll place him there as well. Okay, so we have placed... We need... let's see, we have an anti-tank camouflage here with a name hero, so we can put something there. Perhaps tank killer. These things are not overly potent relative to their defense, and if the AI sees a 35 heart attack staring back at it, perhaps it will be give it greater pause. So we have you. I think we need another anti-tank. And I see. I suppose we could run the 152, but we wouldn't be able to upgrade it then, would we? No. We'll just leave that alone. Awards. No steamroller. So this is the one with steamroller that I want to get turned into an artillery piece. Again, I'm going to look and make sure that can't happen. Let's see. I can do it now. And it's so strange. I just tried to do that not just a minute ago. And now I can do it. Okay, well. Okay, good for me. So, well, that's strange. So I can turn you into a 21. I just tried to do this just not a minute ago, and then now maybe I don't know why. Okay, so upgrade 21 SDKFZ7, boom, out of storage into the field. We've done it. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. Would it be even easier if we had artillery support? It would be, but we don't have any artillery support, nor are we going to worry about it. We have a fast deployment hero on the other hand. That is going to be quite useful. At least I think. Overrun. And lethal attack. Boom. Is there another one I'd like? And perhaps Tank Killer or Butcher would be nice, but I'd have to take the Class Hero off of this and put it on that. I'll not do it. I like the way this thing moves. has quite a bit of movement because it's a... Well, it has 5 movement. To be frank, it's a self-propelled artillery piece. This one not so much so. The towed artillery has 1 movement before it flames out and can't go anymore. This one has a... It can move 5 out and then has a range of, I believe, 4 with Kloss. So there's a lot more action that can happen with this than that. And this thing has a decent number of rounds, 5. With the fast deployment, it should be able to... Although Kloss... Well, anyway, this thing will only have 2 rounds, and it's unacceptable. This thing would have an egregious amount of rounds, but not necessarily be able to use all of them. With the Kloss hero, 8 rounds. I could put Kloss there, give it... Anyway, I'll not do it. I have a little of this and a little of that, and hopefully both will be better off with just a little of this and that than a lot deployed into the 21. I'm almost sure that's true. So this thing is going to support either of these, specifically this against artillery. This thing will probably run out of rounds more often than not, as it only has 5. This thing has 6 rounds. It's going to be able to use anti-tank, tank killer, and lethal. Infantry, it should do well. It has a 22 soft attack and 6 rounds. So as long as it sticks together with this unit, in fact, I'm going to paint them both perhaps the same color, which will tell me that they should stick together. Let's see if we can find them. Is that apparent enough? Good enough, good enough. Will I remember them? Does it look distinct enough to where I'll remember it in a... Well, let's find out. It's reasonable enough. So, we have 5 slots left. It looks as though we're only running 3 tanks. So 5 slots says that... Okay, so I don't have to save any more upgrades because we know that the Su-152 was able to be upgraded to a German artillery piece straight out the gate. But not straight out the gate because it didn't work just a minute ago, but it did work now. So we can upgrade another fighter plane to a Me-262A, or we can turn this unit into our premier killing machine here. Let's see. Awards +1. This one is a +2. No heroes. This one is the killing machine here. It's a Panther G. Let's make him a Panther 2. And we could maybe diddle around with a low tank. I think I have a field repairs. I think I do. Let's check the heroes here first. Field repairs. I do have one. None of the artillery are needed field repairs. They're all German equipment, so we have an unlimited supply. So we can upgrade you to a low tank, even though we only have 20. It's not the most conservative thing ever, but I think I don't know that these guys are going to be able to damage that low tank. We'll find out. So let's put Kerscher there. That's going to give him a good aggressive counterattack. And we should have a great many heroes here that should be quite useful. Quite useful. Lightning, first strike. First strike sounds good with that. It leaves us one more. Lightning attack is not bad. Nothing was rapid fire. Now that sounds even better. Although, you have to wonder whether something's going to survive this thing's onslaught. A hard target specifically. It has a 37 hard attack with the tank killer, and that makes it 40 right there. I never really run into trouble with tanks in this game. It's always infantry that surrounds and confounds. So what I need to do is use that ignores entrenchment hero here that we took off. We have two of them. We don't have one here. We have one there. Okay. We have two more. Apparently we have an extra. So I have 1, 2, and this one is assigned. So, and this one is assigned as well. So, So theoretically we have another ignores entrenchment that we can put on. Going forward, I'll probably put it on a tactical bomber and plop a double attack on it to make another Rudel sort of unit. But maybe it'll just go unused this turn. Could put it. Well, anyway, we'll not put it here because this is going to be a hard target killer. So we'll not place. Okay, so let's go here. We'll put rapid fire there. And we will paint you. We're going to paint the Panther tiger color for ignores entrenchment-esque. So what we have, got one more hero there. First Strong Butcher, but that sounds like a reasonable combination right there. So that should do away with a great many infantry units. Vigilant terrain or not, even if they're in a city, they should be completely overrun, which means we'll take no damage in return. So that leaves us here. What does that leave us? A lightning attack. I keep coming back to that lightning attack as I only have 20 parts. I have more than a few lightning. Crippling blow. It's the support fire that can get you here, but I don't think the support fire will do much anyway. We have field repairs to begin with, so what will the support fire do even against this thing? Maybe 1 or 2 points if it's 100, or at most 3, I think, if it's even 100 millimeter. So it has a 29 ground defense, so we'll leave it at that. We'll place it here as well. So that's we have enough room for a scout plane here. And that, I believe, is that. Place you here, you can go here. You get there. We'd certainly want to keep this infantry unit very close to our Jag Panther, that's for certain. And this thing moves quite far, reasonably so at least, and we'll put you there and get you. And we'll get you right there as well. Who knows? Gonna save the game here or not. I will save it, but I'll save you the trouble of watching it. I don't want to redo all this again. I got it set just so. So let me take a look here at the length of the episode. It looks like it's 34 minutes, and that is long enough. We'll have this as deployment, and then we'll start with the evacuation immediately next episode. I hope to see you then.